Hi, welcome. It's Terry Stanley here. I wanted to come on live early. Actually, this isn't live for you. I'm doing a recording. I don't have time to do a live and connect in the way that I have been and be able to give others readings. If you saw the post, you saw that I was heading into the next 5 days doing an NLP intensive training. For those of you that do not know, that is neuro-linguistic programming, so it's working with the subconscious mind. So getting around blocks, um, being able to help motivate and get people to a state or a place that they want to be in. So it's going to be very, very exciting. So happy Sunday. Thank you to all of you that have been reaching out and communicating and asking for guidance and asking for help and support. I am happy to give it. So this week, this past week was a very challenging week, not only for some of you, but for me as well. So I was going through a lot of the similar things that a lot of you were going through energetically, and it looks like I've made it out. Hopefully you've made it out too. So I'm going to go ahead and call in all the divine high vibrational beings, all the galactic beings, God, Father, Mother, God, all the ascended masters, all the archangels, all of those high vibrational beings that would like to assist and give us what we need in this reading and to help give us guidance to help move us through this week. So for this first card, whoa, dropping like 20 cards. So for the energy this week, what we may find ourselves experiencing is here we have the card. It's Two of Emotions. Very nice, romantic card. Very loving. It says a relationship goes closer as two people fall in love, or a current relationship grows much stronger. Friendships may deepen into a spiritual connection. Mutual respect and understanding exists or will develop. Don't give up on relationships that feel challenging to you. There is still hope. So this card is all about coming together. So this week we're going to feel a collaboration, a connectedness of people coming up, joining us, walking next, shoulder to shoulder, supporting us. There is a lot that can happen this week when we open ourselves up to just the concept of receiving. So placing us in a place to receive. We may allow things to happen. We always have the intention of allowing. I allow people to come to me. I allow prosperity. I allow abundance to come in. But once it's there, are you capable of receiving it? Does it have to show up to you in a certain way? Does it have to look a certain way? Does it have to feel a certain way? Are you willing to be open to receive all possible ways of this coming into you? So with challenging situations, with challenging relationships, there could be something that they're going through that makes it challenging, that makes them abrupt. When we open up to the possibility of them not responding the same way over and over, you may actually find that you have more in common, more parallels to your relationship than you once thought. What helps you go even deeper then into that relationship. So this week is going to be great for broadening your horizons in all your relationships. You may love a little deeper. You may have a little bit more peace. And this is also including yourself. When we think about relationships, we always think about it being external. But remember, a relationship is also very internal as well. So as you develop these externals, you'll also be feeding that internal desire that you have for those deep, meaningful, compassionate relationships where you feel like you're on the same page and you don't feel so isolated. A block that may come up this week that you may experience, or a challenge, or something that needs to be viewed a new way, may possibly be, we have the 4 of emotions. It's an emotional week. And here it looks like she's contemplating. So let's see what that says. So there are wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities are being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing upon you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. So a block that may be coming up to this meaningful, deep connection with other people could be that you're not open to it, and we just talked about that. So one of the blocks or challenges that you may have is that you aren't noticing or trusting is the word that echoes, trusting what is before you. So people this is funny. So I see some fingers being pointed at me as I'm going to say this. So this is just as much for me as it is for you. But you may have had a bad experience with somebody, okay? People's general mode of operation is to constantly try to do good, okay? It is because of their internal internal struggles, internal views and ideas, beliefs about what is happening that make them behave in a way that is not nice, friendly, conducive to you. They might appear rude, harsh, but when we remember that everyone is trying their best, then we're able to open ourselves up to the possibility of allowing them to change. Sometimes we have a habit of boxing people into a certain belief or a certain way of behaving, or believing that, oh, they're always this way. So a challenge that may come up for us is our own views of what we have about people and how they are and how they treat us. So if we were to go ahead and give the clean slate, they're showing me a blackboard right now. So those of us that grew up that had chalkboards, the green chalkboards, and you remember they would write all day, and by the end of the day they had wiped it, and you could still see that all the chalk was there, it just smeared it and stuff like that. So they're basically showing me, the end of the day, clear it off, clear the chalkboard, clean the slate, allow people and yourselves to have an opportunity for a new view. Okay, so the block that's coming up is ourselves getting in the way of this perception of what we see is happening with other people. So something, energy, perception, or abilities that may help us move past that and be open is going to be Guardian of Thought. What a character. Interesting card. He looks like a character. So something that can help us, Guardian of Thought. You may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. excuse me, your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. So I'm going to stop because they're telling me to stop. So you being a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. So spokesperson doesn't mean that you're getting up on stage or in front of a bunch of people. It could be one person, okay, that you're being a spokesperson for, because you're talking about something that's close to your heart, something that matters to you. So there's that clarification. Your angels will give you the perfect words. So don't worry about stumbling. What perfect words means is that your message is going to come through. La 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 la, and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. This situation involves one who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person, who could be you, may be emotionally unavailable. So basically what's coming out to me with this card is that one way that we can step out of our pattern of not receiving, stepping out of our pattern of blocking, would be to really look at your heart. Okay, what does your heart want truly? Your heart is your divine messenger for your soul, for your higher self. And when we all operate from our heart, things have a different perspective, okay? We're a little bit calmer, we're a little bit slower, we're a little bit more big picture. We're able to grasp things a little bit differently and see things a little bit more compassionately. And so maybe we need to bring in a little bit more compassion, a little bit more of our heart into this week to help us get through this week. For those of us that have been through trauma, heartbreak, hurtful situations, sometimes we're very hesitant to let people in. We're very hesitant to trust ourselves and other people. The last thing we want to do is get hurt. So we close down, okay? So, but when we operate from the heart without the expectation of I'm not going to get hurt, okay, without any expectation, just living from your heart in the moment, you're allowing all those possibilities for people to show up, even yourself, in a new, renewed, supportive, empathetic, encouraging way. Okay, so when we operate from the heart, we're getting rid of our judgments, our perceptions, our beliefs of how things ought to be. Okay, so this week I wish you lots of love, good energy, the ability to step back and breathe from your heart, to be heart focused, and to play in the energy this week of what is possible for you and your relationships. So much blessings. Love to you all. Bye.